Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Jake with Mind Over Mind, and today I'm going to be reviewing the most iconic villain in science fiction history, or at least in my opinion. This is the review from the LEGO Buildable figure construction set, Darth Vader. Without further ado, let's begin.
Knew the power of the dark side.
Alright you guys, this is Darth Vader in his full glory. I even have my fan on, and his cape is slightly blowing in the currents created by the fan, which is super awesome. It just, everything about this figure I feel like nails the design of the character, source material himself, and I have to give major props to the LEGO constructible figures, the buildable figures that, I mean, Commander Cody, Jango Fett were alright, Luke and Ben Kenobi are alright as well, at least from what I've seen from the pictures, but General Grievous and Darth Vader are the two that really hit the stride, and it looks great to me. Darth Vader looks great. So let's go ahead and go over the box really quick like. Alright, so of course the box says the basic set information right here. It is for the ages 8 through 14. It is set number 75111 and it has 160 pieces. So on the back of the box we see a couple pictures of Darth Vader standing in all of his glory and a couple of his signature poses. And then we see that he stands 28.5 centimeters or 11.2, almost 12 inches tall. On the very bottom we see the other buildable figures that we will be getting to, and I think all that I have left is Luke and General Kenobi, so that's pretty cool as well. I just want to give a couple shout outs to the users that are going to be displayed on the screen at the moment. They recommended me to review this set next, and of course you can always tell me which sets to review and I will do those ASAP. So if you guys have another LEGO or Star Wars set or Bionicle set of any kind, just put it in the comments below and I'll be sure to review it and give you a shout out if you end up being the one that I choose. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the review. Aesthetically, Darth Vader is visually pleasing. I really like the looks of this guy. Everything down from, the textures of his armor to his iconic breathing regulator on his chest plate. Everything is just captured so nicely in this set, and I really appreciate it a lot. His helmet has all the details that you would expect, of course from that little nose indentation from his ventilators as well, and the kind of pistons that travel down his faceplate. Everything is there, and I just am in I don't know how to describe it. I'm in almost awe that, it's so close to the source material. Now I will say that there's a lot of interesting details going on in the torso section of the set. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't expect. I honestly thought it would just be another CCBS build, but of course it is a CCBS build, but there's a lot of intricacies going on in the background of his torso. So that's very cool. It was an interesting build. It was something that was very unique, something I haven't built before, and it wasn't like any other building experience I've had in a very long time. So it was a lot of fun, which is very cool. I like the new armor pieces that they've included in this set. Everything from the shoulder armor to the shin armor, and there's one other armor piece that I like as well. I guess these are two different pieces of shoulder armor that are new. One being this bulbous piece right here, and another being kind of like in his clavicle area. It's also featured on kind of his hips as well, so that's very cool. His chest print, of course, captures his iconic style, I guess you would say. I'm going to go ahead and focus up so you can get a little bit more detail out of that. Of course, there's the breathing regulator, as I said earlier, and then those stripes that are kind of signature to the character himself. He of course has this thing right here that honestly I didn't notice in the source material, but now that I have seen it in the LEGO set, I'm sure I'll see it in the full model. I do really like the shin armor as well. Like I said earlier, these are just something that they've introduced into the LEGO Star Wars constructible, buildable figures, which is very cool. Like it a lot, and it just works for me. It works. The only minor complaint that I have with this set is I wish that his hips weren't as wide as they turned out to be in this figure. I just feel like that's a little bit too wide, and the armor that kind of comes off of his hips kind of emphasize that as well. So I just feel like if his legs were maybe a little bit closer together, it would have worked out a lot better. But that's just a minor gripe. That's pretty much the only thing that I was bothered by this set. I mean, everything is just so, I don't know, it's nice. It represents the character so well, and I'm very happy to own the set. His lightsaber, of course, if you haven't seen my General Grievous review, is flexible, and they did use a red pin here, so I mean it blends in, so that's really cool as well. It also comes with another red pin, and if you want to, you can put it in his second hand right here, and then you put those together, and he's able to hold it with two hands. So he's seen doing that often in the movies, and if you want to have that pose, that option is available. It only took me like 5 seconds to do, so it's very cool. Another thing that I like about the set is, of course, the cape. I actually haven't had a full-length cape like this. It's basically identical to the ones that the Lego minifigures wear. Same texture, fabric, and everything. It's just full size, and although you can kind of see through it with the background that I'm using, you won't really be able to tell when you're just playing with it, you know, on a day-to-day basis. It's only because of the light shining through the background that you can kind of see through the cape itself. So that's pretty much it for this review. I would definitely recommend it. If you had, you know, $20, $30 to spend, I would either get General Grievous or Darth Vader. I mean, I feel like these are the two that came out strongest, and they're definitely my favorites of the series thus far. Anyways, this has been Jake with Mind Over Mind, and I'll catch you guys in the next LEGO review. Of course, if you guys want me to review like a wave of LEGO sets or a series, just put it in the comments below, and I will give you a shout out if I select that LEGO set to review. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.